Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Creative Witchy Mama. Thank you so much for tuning on in again for those returning, and thank you to all those that are new here too. If you haven't yet subscribed and you feel called to, I would absolutely love that. You have no idea how appreciative I am of people subscribing, liking the posts, putting comments in, sharing them with others. Like, it humbles me like you would not believe. I never even thought that this would be a thing for me. It's crazy. So, I digress. Look, I want to talk about counselling today. Now, for those that have been following along, I was the victim of an armed robbery back in July, and obviously it had some effects and some that maybe even lasting impacts, I guess. Since then, I have been seeing a counsellor, and I just want to talk about the importance of seeing somebody for some sort of, like, you know, therapy or help, or being able to share the problems that we've got or the traumas that we go through, because it helps me a lot be able to get it off my chest and speak to somebody who is actually who's very qualified, I guess, to be able to listen, but also offer some firm, solid advice as well, and some coping mechanisms, which is really, really helpful. And I've seen counselors many times over the years, and it's always when there's a problem, right? It's when we kind of see a counselor when there is a problem with, emotional problem or psychological problem, or we're going through trauma, PTSD, whatever that is. And I actually think we need to be doing this more frequently, not just when there's a problem, because through seeing this counselor and obviously going through different experiences that are happening every day, it's brought up other things too that I then had to address and I guess deal with and try and heal from. Some things I thought I'd done a lot of healing from, and it turns out that there's been a few things that have been left unturned. So a few stones unturned, a few layers not peeled off those onions. It's good to be able to kind of bring them to the surface, acknowledge them, feel them, but then also move on from them as well. Release them, release those burdens, I guess, that we kind of we're constantly carrying around with us. We're all carrying burdens of some sort. So yeah, I just it's really helped me, not just from the crime itself and from going through that experience, but also it's helping me, recover from some other old wounds as well, and be able to release them and move through them in a timely manner. And I really do think this should be part of our self-care routines, is touching base. And I don't think it has to be, mine have been regular appointments, right? Because I did suffer something very traumatic. But I think going forward, I'm going to make this a part of, like, once I don't feel the need for it to be so regular, I think I'm going to make it still, maybe like every couple of months or something like that, just to be able to release. And obviously, I've got other great tools I run, and as you know, for those that are following along, I do facilitate women's circles, so that's a great space to share in. But you are just sharing; you're not necessarily getting advice. You don't necessarily want any advice, but also those people might not be equipped to give you the coping mechanisms that you might need in that moment as well. So, counseling is for me right now. It doesn't need to be for everyone. It could be something else. It could be, anything else that's right for you as a person. I guess it's up to you to find what is right for you. And maybe you don't feel that you need to talk about anything at all. But I've really found that it's very, very helpful for me. And I think I will make this a part of my routine. Like I said, maybe not as regular as it is now, but definitely happen every couple of months, or even if it was every 6 months or something, just to be able to keep those doors open so it doesn't get slammed shut, because like I said, a few things have been I unveiled for me over the last couple of weeks. And I think because I'm already heightened about the experience, the robbery and stuff, I'm so heightened from that it's then allowing other things to kind of pop up. But I think obviously I'm meant to be able to heal from it. So I just want to say that look, I'm seeing a wonderful counsellor, and she's actually within the co-vision community as well, which is beautiful, because if for those that have been following along, I'm a member of the co-vision community, and it is just such a gorgeous community. And very helpful. Everybody wants to help people within that community, and I think that's what community is all about. So, but yeah, I cannot recommend more to be able to really share how we're feeling, whether it's on a platform like this, but also, to somebody else as well, a professional perhaps. And also in other settings like women's circles, like sharing, events and things like that. So, that is all I really wanted to talk about today. I'm having some great success with it. It's really helping me. And it's something that I will continue with as well, because I haven't done in the past. And I think I think I should have, but maybe I found somebody that's right for me now as well. So, but yeah, until next time, I guess that's it. So, thank you very much for tuning in today. If you are loving this content as much as I'm loving sharing it, please hit the subscribe and also the notification bell. You'll get to know when I'm uploading some content. It could be different. It is different. It's different all the time. So, it's like a potluck, I think. Like, share, comment. I do love your comments, and I try and come back to you as soon as I can as well. So, until next time, thank you so much. Bye.